After the Second World War, something really important happened. The United Kingdom was in the forefront of establishing an international regime of law and principle and institutions to match in order to prevent the recurrence of the horror that everybody's familiar with during the Second World War. That was the object of the exercise, and the United Kingdom was there in the Nuremberg trials that took place of the German war criminals, was there when it was necessary to construct the principles. Yet, as you may know what's coming, slowly over the years, the efficacy of that structure that they established at that time from 1945 onwards in the various conventions, the United Nations Charter and so on, has risen but is slowly falling, and we're standing on the brink of the collapse of the rule of order, because certain states have taken it upon themselves, and Israel isn't the only one, taken it upon themselves to act with impunity. They act with impunity on the basis that nothing's going to happen to them, and they can carry on with whatever territorial land grab or anything else that they're interested in doing can be done without any repercussions. The very thing that the United Kingdom set its face against from 1945 through to 1948 and right through to the Treaty of Rome, which established the international crimes, the international court.
Some crimes against humanity committed in Gaza. This is a case brought by a team of lawyers and researchers based in The Hague, which is where, of course, international courts are based. And it's been brought on behalf of the Palestinian Centre for Human Rights and the British-based Public Interest Law Centre, which are representing Palestinians in Gaza and in the UK. Now, this underlines several very important things. There was already an international arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court for the Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu, as well as his former Defence Minister Yoav Gallant, for war crimes and crimes against humanity. That case is ongoing, and the chief prosecutor, Karim Khan KC, who is a British barrister, it's worth noting, has made it clear that other evidence is being assessed, which means it's extremely likely further charges will be brought against, say, Netanyahu, but also that other Israeli ministers and army generals and officials and so on will also likely be subjected to international arrest warrants. Now, it's important to note the arrest warrants don't have to be made public. They can be made in secret. Who knows? Maybe other arrest warrants have already been issued. But this is not the only means of getting legal accountability for the grotesque war crimes and crimes against humanity being perpetrated by the Israeli state in Gaza, because foreign nationals from all over the world have gone to Gaza to commit atrocities as part of the Israel Defense Forces, and that is, of course, discussing IDF soldiers, including foreign nationals, who have gleefully posted some of those atrocities online, literally in order to boast and as comedy fodder for the amusement of the Israeli public and pro-Israel cheerleaders. Now, as regards this particular case against 10 Brits, the legal experts include Michael Mansfield KC, one of the most famous living British lawyers, who was called to the bar 58 years ago. The identities of the British suspect have been kept anonymous, as you'd expect, so as not to compromise the legal process, not least by prejudicing future prosecutions. But what we do know is the suspects include those who served as officers in the IDF, so not simply rank-and-file soldiers, though that's important. Let's listen to Michael Mansfield at the press conference outside New Scotland Yard, which is the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police, where this report has been submitted.